What's up, everybody? This is Johnny coming at you from BFit Tyler, and today I just want to talk about your workout intensity. Are you giving enough effort into each and every workout that you are doing? Because most people come into the gym, and again, I find this, on a regular basis, they come into the gym on their own and they go through a workout and they're not tired at all. It took them 40 to 45 minutes. And they really didn't give it everything they got because, we get into the habit of playing around on our phone, looking at Facebook, looking at all this BS in the middle of our workout, and we don't monitor our rest periods. We're not making sure that we put enough weight into the exercise that we're using. We're just half-assing our workouts. So what I need you to understand is that it's up to you for the amount of effort that you put into your workout. All right, no matter what workout you find online, no matter what trainer gives you a workout, the workout is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be challenging, and it's going to be as challenging as you make it. So when I talk about intensity, I talk about 3 different levels of individuals that come into our facility. We have beginner, intermediate, and then we have advanced. Obviously for beginners, intensity to them is going to be doing some squats, some push-ups, maybe some high knees. That's going to be high intense because these individuals haven't worked out in a long time. Could be a year or more. Then we go into your intermediate. Those are the people that advance from beginner and move to the second, level of the intensity of the workouts. That means you're starting to increase your weights. You're starting to add a little bit more intensity through intensifiers that we use in our workouts. And you're starting to push yourself a little bit more because now you understand the concept of overall strength training, the safety of it, the form, making sure that you're doing everything right. And now we're going to move you to that intermediate level where we start increasing your weight, adding intensifier, reducing rest periods, and adding a little bit more intensity to that workout. And then from intermediate, this is the person, and this may take some time, guys. This isn't going to happen from here to here. It could take 6 to 12 months to get from beginner to intermediate. Intermediate to advanced could take another year because everybody is different on how they progress. But advanced, to me, is more of the athletes, those who are actually competing in some sort of competitions, and those who need that push and that longevity in their sessions to increase their intensity of the workouts, because that's what the sport requires them to do, is consistent, intense moving in that sport. So advanced is those for athletes. So most people will tend to stay in this zone here, okay? But you can always use the intensifiers in which the advanced does. Just your workouts are gonna be set up a little bit differently. But what I'm trying to get, guys, is the intensity is based on you, right? So now when I'm training clients or sending them workouts via our app, I want everyone to understand what the rep ranges mean, right? Because there's rep ranges that we want to stay within, right? There's rest periods. There's, and I say reps, rest, we get into supersets, right? Drop sets. Again, these are just basic intensifiers that we use, but I want you to understand what each of these means. So I want to just kind of review the reps and how you should look at those reps when you get them, or when you're working out with your trainer and your trainer says you have an allotted amount of reps to accomplish. So if I send you a workout that says 12 to 15 reps, then you should be using a weight that's moderate, that you can get a good 12 to 15 reps out without doing a lot of cheating. Focusing on your form. And I say cheating can be good sometimes when it comes to utilizing your body a little bit to move the weight. But 12 to 15 reps should be strict, focusing on good contractions, and focusing on getting to a point of not failure. We don't want you to get where you can't move on that last rep, but we want to get you to where the muscle is exhausted and you may have a few reps in you by the time you're done. And then we actually move down to 8 to 12 reps. What does that mean? That means we need to increase the weight that we're using. okay? And this is where you can use the body and a little bit of momentum in a good way to get those reps in. So this is gonna be a little bit more heavier on the weight that you're using, and you may throw in a little bit of help with the body. So for me, for instance, bicep curls, you know, we're getting a strict 6, 7. We get to that 8, man, it's on fire and it's hurting. Boom, we're bringing it up, we're controlling it down. We're bringing it up using a little bit of momentum with the body to assist and bringing that weight up. And then we get to that 4 to 8 reps, okay? This means your goal is focusing on putting on some mass. You're gonna give it everything you got, and again, we increase the weight. So if you see 4 to 8 reps, put some weight on there. It should be heavy. It should be very, very challenging, and you should be almost out of breath after each set, right? So you gotta push yourself based on these rep ranges. And again, the rep ranges will tie in to where you're at as an individual, but it also will tie in to where you're at in a certain program. You're not always gonna go super heavy. You're not always gonna stay within 8 to 12, and you're not always gonna stay within 12 to 15 reps. There's ways to manipulate these different rep ranges to give you one hell of a workout to where you're really, really exhausted after your workout. I mean, we get as high as doing 100 reps on some stuff, right? So again, your rep ranges are gonna be determined where you're at in your program and where we're at in your workout, because it's all gonna vary. But understand these basic concepts to start, because it's very, very important. Now, another thing that I want y'all to understand, which most people can get the rep range information down. You know, most people understand, hey, if I'm doing this many reps, it should be heavy and so forth. But what most people don't take into consideration is rest periods. Right? If you do not have set rest periods for your workouts, then you're probably taking too long to work out. You're obviously not going to be getting results because you're playing around too much in the gym, but you're not maximizing the amount of effort you can put into that muscle and actually fatigue that muscle in a little less time than you normally would. Okay, so what I mean by that is typically as beginners, we circuit through, exercises. For example, you do push-up, squat, you go from one to the next and you take a 30-second break. Okay? Now, once we get into the intermediate, rest periods become even more important when it comes to your workouts, because your strength training workouts are now going to be in a timed manner so that you're done within 30 to 40 minutes max. But if you're not monitoring your rest periods, then that workout could take an hour. And you're not increasing the intensity of your workout, you're increasing the duration. There's no point in increasing duration of workout when you can complete that same workout in 30 to 40 minutes, right? So understanding rest periods, how long you should rest after each exercise, how long to rest in between supersets, how long, to rest at the end of supersets. There's so many different variations of rest periods that you need to definitely take into consideration when, you're designing your workout, your trainer, whoever it is, and making sure you're following those rest periods. Very, very simple, guys. The intensity of your workout is going to be determined by you. Obviously, the amount of knowledge you have on designing your programs and the amount of effort that you're going to put into the workouts. All right? So this is just a basic breakdown of the intensity of your workout. So when you're rating your workouts on a scale of 1 to 10, we have 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 10. If I'm not consistently seeing a 7 to 10, then we need to bump up the amount of weight, reduce the rest periods. Again, different stuff there. But I want all of my clients to be within that 7 to 10. If you're here, then again, we need to make sure we're adding weight. We're pushing ourselves. Because if you're here, to me, That tells me you aren't pushing yourself. And if you're here, then I'm just going to slap you in the face because you're probably just half-assing your workout. These here, I want you to stay in, and if we're here, then I want to know why. What's holding you back from pushing you to really give every single ounce of effort that you can within your workout. All right, guys, so that's broken down to a little bit of intensity, how you can increase the intensity of your workouts and the importance of intensity to maximize the results that you're getting from every single workout that you do. If you have any questions, guys, reach out at any time or go to www.bfittyler.com and request your free consultation. See you soon.